Should you repair? Should you replace? Does the $5,000 rule even make sense in this economy? All right, so you've clicked on this video because you are between a rock and a hard place, i.e. You have a replacement/repair decision for your HVAC system or your plumbing for your home. And you need to know, do I need to replace or do I need to repair? And we are going to answer that as poignantly as possible. So sit tight, here we go. Maybe you've read and you've come across something called the $5,000 rule. In today's world, the $5,000 rule, it's simple, it's quick, and it's easy to do. That's why a lot of contractors and a lot of homeowners use it to decide if they're going to repair or if they're going to replace. The $5,000 rule is this, simply. Take the age of the system, multiply it by cost to repair. If that number is greater than $5,000, well, then math suggests, contractors would suggest, then I would really suggest you probably should consider replacing. If that number, again, age times cost to repair, is less than $5,000, well, then you're in the ballpark of where we can really consider repairing it and it's going to be more worth your while. Why I don't love this rule. Here's the reality. Cost of equipment has gone up. Cost of repairs have gone up. And so that $5,000 can be quickly achieved if a fan motor goes out or if a compressor goes out or if a coil goes out. And if your system is less than 10 years old, I honestly don't think we should be having a conversation to replace it at all. Why 10 years? Because 10 years is the standard manufacturer warranty for their parts and materials on that piece of equipment. So as long as we can get the manufacturer to pay for a large portion of that repair, then you're better off repairing it if it's less than 10 years old. So if your compressor has died or if your coil has died or whatever it is, that should be covered under warranty. Now, here's where choosing the right contractor to install that system comes into play, because some contractors don't register that equipment for you. I wish that the registration process wasn't there, but it's one of those red tape things that we have to jump through in order to get this extended warranty. If the piece of equipment isn't registered, it's only going to have a 5-year warranty, in which case then that $5,000 rule really can come back into play because you might be better served replacing your system than repairing it. Whenever you buy a system from Yarbrough & Sons, you get your equipment registered for you because our team here at the shop does that on your behalf. So whenever they register it, you get that 10-year peace of mind on all your parts, materials, and your compressor. Or if you opted for a labor warranty upgrade in there for around $2,000 when you purchase that piece of equipment, and guess what? You don't have to pay anything for a repair if it's under 10 years old. But again, I don't love that $5,000 rule for that reason, because we have this 10-year mark that really is critical on the warranty of that system. So conversations at Yarbrough & Sons often go something like this. It's 10 years old and $1,200 is what we look at. Or for quick memory, 12 and 12, because I assume you're probably going to get at least 2 years of grace before something breaks post-warranty. So if that system is 12 years old and you have a $1,200 repair sitting in your lap, because of how lean we can get on financing and what we can make those monthly payments down to, you're really probably better off, both for the comfort of your home and for the investment of your home, replacing your system versus repairing it. But again, you're the driver, you're in charge. You get to make the decision for your home. And so when it comes to it, one, I stress this to everyone that I talk to. If you don't live in the OKC area and you're not choosing Yarbrough & Sons, find somebody who's reputable. Find somebody who you can trust, who whenever you do a Google search, more of their face pops up on the internet than probably should, and it's not because of nefarious things, it's because they have said a lot of stuff about why they're the expert. They need to be able to stand behind who they are, what they say they're going to do, and show up every time that they say they're going to show up. That's the key. Who you choose matters so much when it comes to repairing your home's most expensive appliances. So you have to make sure that the person that you're choosing to come into your house has the credibility to make the call for you and make the call with you that says, hey, should we repair? Should we replace? The $5,000 rule is a great starting point. Age of system times the repair cost. If it's greater than $5,000, maybe consider replacing. If it's less than $5,000, you're probably safe to repair. But again, I don't love that. We don't love that here at Yarbrough & Sons. We prefer the 12 and 12, which is $1,200 at 12 years old. That's where that conversation begins, because your equipment should be under warranty. Your contractor should have registered that piece of equipment for you. But maybe you're in the spot that you need to replace your piece of equipment. Maybe you need to go ahead and push that direction. Well, you can scan this QR code or click the link down in the description, and you can see not only what it would cost to replace your home's most expensive appliance, your HVAC system and your water heater, but you can also see what it would cost to repair those with our best guess, through a clickable form. Takes you less than 3 or 4 minutes. All we ask for is your name, your phone number, your address, and then boom, you're off and running. Fill out a little bit of information about your home and the problems you're experiencing, and you can see an upfront price, no questions asked, no strings attached. So guys, today, 1, I hope this helps. 2, I hope that your home comfort issue that you're dealing with currently gets resolved in as quickly a manner as possible. And 3, the $5,000 rule explained, meaning if we have a repair ticket sitting in our lap, multiply that by how old the system is. Greater than 5,000, maybe consider replacing. Less than 5,000, maybe consider repairing. But here at Yarbrough & Sons, we live and die by the 12 and 12. 12 years old, $1,200, that's where that conversation should begin. And as always, do something nice for somebody. You never know, it might change their life. And give us a like and subscribe if you found this helpful. Appreciate it, guys. Yarbrough.